Ahead, Apple shares hit new highs, and who won Miss World? Why, you did. Welcome to 3 Times Square this Monday from Reuters World Headquarters in New York. There's only one story that really counts today, and that's Apple shares smashing previous highs. Apple is at $654 a share, and just before you think Apple might hit a wall, bear in mind the street has been raising its price targets on the tech giant. Recently, Jefferies gave it a buy rating and said the stock was set to hit $900, up from $800. All this enthusiasm is stemming around new products. There's been plenty of talk around a new iPhone 5 and its ventures into TV land. Also, the jury in its patent dispute with Samsung is set to start deliberations this week. But it's unclear whether the stock rise is a vote of confidence that Apple will win. Best Buy has a new boss at long last, and he's our power player of the day. The lucky candidate is French businessman Hubert Joly, a former CEO of privately held hospitality and travel company Carlson. He led the restructuring and growth of Vivendi's video game business, now part of Activision Blizzard. He also drove the turnaround of EDS, now part of Hewlett-Packard. Best Buy is hoping to use Joly's experience to revive its flagging fortunes. Best Buy has seen same-store sales declines in 7 of the last 8 quarters. It reports earnings on Tuesday, and talks between it and its founder Richard Scholes over a buyout deal just hit a big roadblock. Lots of chatter in the media that the current market rally is being disrespected. Wall Street's seen 6 weeks of gains, partly thanks to hopes the European Central Bank can do more to help struggling Eurozone members. But that may not be the case. Joining me now is Axel Threlfall in London. Axel, what's the latest?
Well, let me give you a bit of background first, Lisa. We are seeing a sharp rally in peripheral Eurozone bonds and stocks also being supported. That's on hopes the ECB may be firming up plans to address this debt crisis once and for all. All eyes very much on Spanish yields. If they drop below 6%, and right now they're at about 6.35, that'll mean the ECB strategy is working, but it remains to be seen. What is all the fuss about? Well, a German magazine, Der Spiegel, reported that the ECB is considering setting rate thresholds for purchases of sovereign debt, which would, of course, discourage speculators. And this is the big deal. The ECB has come out and said, look, it's way too early, way too premature to be speculating over things that haven't been decided yet. So a denial of sorts from the ECB. At the same time, the Bundesbank says it remains critical of the plans. So we'll have to wait and see, but markets kind of like what they're hearing right now.
All right, and Axel, the French, it seems, are falling in love with London again, but not so much over the history, or dare I say, the fine cuisine.
When was the last time you ate in London? It's getting better, I tell you, Lisa.
Okay.
Yeah, London is proving irresistible. Apparently, to fed-up Parisian bankers, they're fleeing high taxes and a general feeling of being unloved, apparently, at home. Not to say there'll be any more loved over here, but at least they're going to avoid a new 75% tax rate for top earners. So apparently, we can expect large numbers from French financial services groups to come over here. One Frenchman who's just moved here had a great quote, and I wanted to read this to you. He said, I think that London is quite extraordinary. The buildings are small, it's very green, and this is the important part. People in London have a good attitude towards work and wealth. I'll leave that with you.
All right, and I'm looking forward to an excellent meal the next time I'm in London.
Hey, absolutely right.
All right, thanks, Axel. And our daily digit of the day is $2,014,600,000. The worldwide gross box office tally for director Tony Scott's films, according to the website Box Office Mojo. Scott was found dead yesterday in Los Angeles Harbor of an apparent suicide. Known for high-octane action flicks like Top Gun, Days of Thunder, and Crimson Tide, Scott also produced commercials and TV shows, such as The Good Wife, with his older brother, the producer-director Ridley Scott. Onlookers saw Scott leap from LA's Vince Thomas Bridge into the waters below. He was married to his third wife, Donna, with whom he had 2 sons. Scott was 68. And finally, who won this year's Miss World pageant? You did. Miss China's Yu Wenjia adds Miss World 2012 to her resume, beating out a record 115 contestants. A student of Chinese folk music, 23-year-old Yu was crowned at a ceremony in Inner Mongolia. Her win is a victory for China after it came second in the London Olympics. In addition to music, Yu says she loves to smile. A handy trait, I'd say, for pageantry. That's the latest from 3 Times Square this Monday. You can follow us on Twitter at Reuters Insider and check out our Reuters YouTube channel at Reuters.com/ReutersTV. I'm Lisa Bernhard. This is Reuters.